Hey everyone, welcome back. This is going to be my second video on cozy retro games that I totally recommend you should check out. This time I'm going to focus more on PSP and a little bit of 3DS. I'm not sure if 3DS is old enough to actually be retro, and for this video I'm mostly going to show the very beginning of the games because I don't really want to spoil anything for anybody, so let's get into it. So the first game I'm going to recommend is The Sims 2 Castaway for PSP. I know in my last video I recommended it for DS, but this version of the game is a little bit different from the DS, so it's kind of like a different game, therefore I'm going to recommend it. In The Sims 2 Castaway for PSP, you find yourself stranded on a deserted island with a group of Sims. Your goal is to survive by gathering resources, building shelters, and crafting tools. The game emphasizes exploration, creativity, and allowing you to shape your island paradise. The PSP version offers more simply because there's more characters in the game, and even though it's a little bit older, I still find the graphics really charming, and the gameplay is still very engaging. That's why I still enjoy it a lot. And I don't want to say too much more besides all that because I feel like that'll spoil the game, so I'm going to move on to the next one. The next game is Innocent Life, a futuristic Harvest Moon for PSP, and since it has Harvest Moon in the title, this is in a way a Harvest Moon game, but a little bit different because you're in the future and you have futuristic technologies rather than just regular farming tech. So in this game you play as a robot and you're supposed to be learning how to be a human, and your whole mission is to cultivate the land, nurture crops, and interact with the local villagers. Obviously very similar to Harvest Moon games. The game retains the core elements of the traditional Harvest Moon titles, such as planting, watering, harvesting crops, but also has the new futuristic technologies, and I won't go into what they are, so I don't want to spoil it. In addition to farming, the game really emphasizes character development and relationship building. As you befriend the island's inhabitants, you'll uncover intriguing storylines and unlock new areas and features. So it's really cool just to have another farming game but have all these futuristic things. I feel like that's not seen a lot with the farming games, so it is pretty fun and I totally recommend. Now, as you can see, I'm recommending PSP games and I'm not playing on a PSP, I'm playing on a Trimo Smart Pro. This was sent to me on TikTok, so I don't want to really advertise it here, but I will put it in the description. Now, the next game is also for PSP. This is Shepherd Crossing. Shepherd's Crossing is a unique farming simulator game that offers players in managing a quaint rural homestead. Set in a tranquil village, the game evolves around the player taking on the role of a young farmer tasked with cultivating the land, raising livestock, and building a thriving farming life. Now, unlike a lot of other farming games, Shepherd's Crossing places a strong emphasis on the bartering system, and players must engage in trade with their neighbors, exchanging goods and livestock to acquire the items and resources needed to expand and maintain their farm. This adds an interesting layer of strategy and community interaction to the gameplay, encouraging players to develop relationships and carefully plan their trades to maximize their farming potential. Players can also explore the surrounding wilderness to gather wild plants and hunt for game, further enriching farming experience. Obviously, this is another farming game, so it's going to be slow-paced and peaceful, but it's still fun if you just want to try another farming game. But I also understand how a lot of people are tired of farming games, so let me move on to the next one. And the last game I'm going to recommend is for 3DS. It's called Moko Moko Friends, and basically what this game is about is that you're playing as a young girl and you're going around and trying to collect as many plushkins as you want. You also use them to battle other plushkins. Obviously this sounds very much like Pokemon, but it's like a very girly pop version of Pokemon, which is why I like it. There are over 120 unique plushkins to collect, and each one has their own distinct abilities and characteristics. These companions are essential for overcoming the various challenges encountered throughout the game. And the gameplay centers around exploring dungeons, engaging in turn-based battles, and nurturing your team of plushkins. So again, like I said, it's pretty much like Pokemon, but it's very cute, very girly, very pink. So I really recommend it if you're into that. And so I know some people find Pokemon really repetitive, and this is going to be similar to that, but I still enjoy it anyways. It's fun to play in short bursts rather than for hours a day. So that's the last one I'm going to recommend. And that's pretty much it for today. I'm sure there are plenty of other retro cozy games I did not cover, and I would love to hear about them in the comments. If I missed anything that you wanted me to talk about, let me know down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.